frick, I remember. I was, I forgot. I was, in that new area that I was gonna mess around with. Yeah, the goat scared me, because I'm like, what the hell is that? But it's just a loading screen. But yeah, it's just that the judges are looking at too many different things. I'm wondering how the MMA judging goes if they have the same thing, because people say that about boxing a lot, but I don't know if I hear that with MMA a lot. So maybe MMA has like a better judging system, judging mechanic going on. Alright, so I got here. This is basically, as a recap, my family was over here, and they were chilling, and I'm here to visit them and help them with random crap.
Oh, now look.
I guess. And apparently the random crap is optional, but I'm trying to 100% this game, so I'm gonna try to do everything I possibly can in that moment, unless I obviously miss something. So that means I think I should go for that objective task. We did a little bit of exploring in this area before, so I know I got some stuff, but I can clearly still see some things I'm still missing. Like that up there, there's another key up there and things like that, so there is still a bit more to explore in here. But yeah, that would be something that we can look into, like MMA scoring and seeing how they deviate. The thing is, they are quite different, so it would be hard to kind of use that as a you know, one-on-one comparison, but it is interesting in my opinion to look at that. Can you go in here? No. All right, so where did that brother go? Let's look at our menu here. Okay, we got... So we are good with that. I think I recently just upgraded... Which is the one that I upgraded? Oh, I didn't do it. I was too afraid to do it, so I sat on it. Okay, I was gonna do this, though, so we'll see what we do. Oops, I did not mean to leave that. Where is the quest? Here we go. Optional mission. So we're still somehow looking for these items. And then help Dion set up the aquatodome. I've watched some MMA, so UFC stuff, and I've never seen a single fight go to scorecards. It's as if they don't have them. No, they definitely have them. Because I've watched videos of those fights, and I see them coming to the point where it's a decision based off of somebody. I don't know how their judging system works, though, so I don't know who's making the decision, but somebody's making a decision when no one gets knocked out. My brother Dion needs some help setting up the family circus tent. I should head to the parking lot when I get a chance and help him out. He always has trouble with the cable release at the top. Okay, so he's at the parking lot. Now, I won't lie, this place is big as hell, so I kind of don't remember where the parking lot is, but maybe we can use these tire tracks as a reference. Oh, never mind. The sign says parking lot. Okay. I think I remember this a little bit. Maybe these tire tracks are supposed to help you figure out what a parking lot was. Or is. Yo! I see a card just dangling over here in the open. Might as well go grab it.
Can't leave this card lying around.
Of course we can't. That would be sus. Alright.
Don't worry about helping out, Squirt. We're used to getting by without you.
Shut the frick up.
Hey, Dion.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Dion. I know you're mad about me.
Is there a
running away.
point to trying to establish,
Don't flatter
reestablish
yourself.
relationship?
If you hadn't stolen Frazy's horse, we wouldn't have even noticed you were gone.
Don't you think it's time to get over your anti-psychic stuff?
I will when it stops hurting our family.
How's it hurt their... I don't understand the backstory.
Dad's a psychic.
It's a phase.
Frazy's a psychic.
Oh, that's a great example. Yeah, we should all be more like Frazee. Ow!
You wish you could be more like me.
Wow.
How
I'm
long
gonna
are
see
you
how
planning on
if I can
being
keep
mad
pushing
like
this.
Forever. Do you even realize what you've done? To the Aquato name? Psychics? Fortune tellers? You let out our family's worst secret.
Oh, is that the
This family
backstory?
has
Okay.
too many secrets. We'll be better off when they're all out.
That's why they're afraid of
We'll
water.
be better off when you're out.
Dion,
Was that a sign of remorse?
hey, I sent Sugar Cube back home as soon as I got to the train tracks.
Poor little thing was exhausted. Next time you run away, instead of taking the world's smallest pony, call a cab. You'll get farther. Maybe we won't be able to find you.
Wow. Okay.
Mom told me you needed
Somebody's
help.
mad.
With what? Reading crystal balls? Beat it, Nostra dumbass.
Looks like you need someone to release the ropes. I'll just pop up there and take care of it.
Oh,
Really, Mr. Mental? You think you even remember how to be an acrobat?
You'll see. Bye, Dion.
I just realized I did this earlier for no reason because I was supposed to do it at this moment in time. Wow. This is sometimes there's a downside to exploring too much in games. You end up doing things in the wrong order and then you just don't get the same feel from it, you know? They just don't feel the same. Let's see. I think we need, let's do that. I was hitting that over and over again. Nothing was happening.
Okay, so that creepy mind stuff did save
Where's
a little
he?
time. But I still don't have to like it.
Deal. And you're welcome.
Dick.
Seeing the old Aquato Dome again reminds me of a trick Dion taught me once.
What? Oh, I was like, why can't I move? Okay, if you need to bail out of mid-air situation or just want to squeeze a little more distance out of a jump, press circle on the air to dive into a tumble. Yo, that sounds kind of cool. That's some cool movement tech. So yeah, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't even got that. Yo. Okay, that's actually really useful for this game. Because, like, the only other option you have is, like, floating with this, but it doesn't last that long. So, like, now you can kind of combine them in a way. But
Squirrels!
the thing is, it goes in a downward angle, so you kind of got to be careful with it, it seems. Yeah. Anyways, that is cool that you get that from just from helping, because that was an optional task. So that means you could literally play through the entire game and not get that.
Ah, the Aquato Dome. It's not big, but then again, neither were our audiences. I'm just happy that it's not made of meat.
Sus.
Yep.
I'm assuming it would help me get that little extra edge when I need it, but I could be wrong with that. There's got to be something up here, right? How did you eat me? How could you do that? What the hell? There we go. It's like, what the frick? Yo? I did not know it would keep going up and up and up and up and up. Don't tell me I'm doing something I don't need to do again for no reason. No, it is worth it. It is 100% worth. No! Okay, that was kind of cringe, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, here we go. That's some Super Mario 64 tech. What was that, bro? What was that? I wanted you to get off. No, you I don't understand why this is hard. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ, man. You got... Okay, I was about to eat some eyes right there, dude. That was... Homie bro is trolling over here. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, I have to hit triangle. I was about to say. This game better not be trolling. Alright. Might even make me think of that freaking Doom sound. Alright, alright. Now, I definitely want to... Let's see what they say. So, there's no more, side quests for this area, it looks like. So, should I go exploring here? Or wait, maybe if I go back, the mom will have something for us? We'll see. Anybody here?
Hey, Mom.
Oh, yes, Rasputin?
Dion seems really mad at me.
Oh, don't worry about him. He'll get over your betrayal of the family soon.
Okay.
I didn't betray the family.
Listen, your father raised you all to mistrust and dislike fortune tellers.
You mean psychics.
Mental tricksters. And now your father has this change of heart. Suddenly everything Dion knows to be true is wrong. I'll tell you how to fix things between you.
How?
Help him with his chores. Go.
I already did that.
Why did Dad raise all of us to hate psychics?
Acrobats and fortune tellers have one of the great rivalries of the circus. One side uses skill and passion to bring thrills and joy to people's hearts, and the other bends spoons and curses whole families to die in water. But you say you are a psychic now, so we are all being very broad-minded.
I am a psychic. So's Dad, and so's Ow!
Yes, and I still love you all, but please don't rub my nose in it, Rasputin.
How do you feel about Dad being psychic?
Every family has its secrets. The trick is to hide your shame away where no one can see it.
That doesn't sound very healthy.
It's smoking! Hey, everybody! My pine cone is... Oh, never mind. That's my thumb.
Does that sound healthy to you?
You know, Agent Forsyth is a very important psychic.
Why am I telling her
And
this stuff?
she's really cool, actually. I think you'd really like each other if you hung out.
The woman in the suit? We get along just fine. As long as we keep our distance. A circus can only have one prima donna.
Sorry about running away.
It's okay, Rasputin. I blame myself.
Really? Why?
I forgot to latch your door that night.
You latch our door
What?
at night? From the outside?
Only since Queepy started sleepwalking.
Okay.
Ah.
I'm going to go practice my acrobatics.
I don't know if that's what I needed to hear in that moment.
Every time you lie, it takes a day off your mother's life. You really want to help me? Go find your brother, Queepy. He's wandered off again.
Oh, no. Now we got another one. Okay.
Listen,
Are they? They are pretty
What
long.
was
I didn't even
doing
notice
out there
that.
again? Oh, right. Compton needs a bee from the Forgetful Forest.
Oh, that is why I was out here. My bad. I completely forgot why I came out here as well. My bad.
Nice
I
trick,
didn't read
John.
through all of them
Is Mona
properly.
looking?
Yes, and she looks really impressed.
Wow.
Hi, Nona.
Oh, hello, my sweet little turnip.
Are you comfortable? Do you need anything?
I'm happy as long as I'm with my family.
Ah!
Can I ask you about the curse?
Don't go near the water.
Yes, I know about that part, but
Then you know the whole thing. don't need to know.
Wow.
Do you hate psychics as much as Mom?
You mean fortune tellers? Like the Galactios, the ones who cursed us? They are not natural. They are not trustworthy.
What kind of question is that?
Aren't you cold out here in the woods?
Ugh, please. I'm from Grulovia. This is nothing.
That's weird. I'm not asking
I gotta
that.
go back to my spy stuff.
Good boy. Now don't get a big head.
My head's already big. Can't you tell? All right, so I need to figure out. One, we can find that weird brother, Queepy. I'm just kidding. I don't know if he's weird. And then, we're supposed to be out here trying to get that bee for that guy.
This is Morris Martinez, and you're listening to KLOB, the mouth of the mother lobe.
Queepy, there you are.
Aw, man.
Oh.
You found my private dancing place.
Sorry.
Too late. You ruined it.
Mom's looking for you.
Does that mean that I have to follow him? Oh my god. Oh my god. I had to find him 6 times. Alright. Yo!
Psychar.
Alright, okay. That's interesting. I don't know if it's just the design or if I can do something with that in the future. But yeah, we're just gonna go exploring around it. Ah! Frick, almost messed up. We're just gonna go exploring around this place. Okay, I was about to say, that's some bull crap. Oh, so that's the scrub way of getting there, okay. This place is so big. Like, there's no map, right? Is there a map in this game? Oh.
Aha! Maps are always useful.
Okay, where am I on the map? Am I the one? No, that's the family caravan. Oh my god, there's so much we're missing here. Jeez. Jeez. Oh, frick. See, maps don't help me if I can't tell where I am on the map. That's where things get a little bit sus. Yeah, but nothing looks... Does it look like that? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. Alright, so I'm near... So I think I'm at B. Yo, what's up, Skillet? How you doing? I have to be at B or A-ish area then. Yo, yes, happy Sunday vibes. Appreciate you stopping in. How are you doing today? Hopefully all is swell. Nothing over here? Okay. We got some moolah, though. Alright. Find that niche. Alright, alright.
Ooh, a funicular. I mean, who doesn't love those?
A funicular? What the hell is that? Okay, so yeah, this is that B area.
I think
'cause
it's not running right now for some reason.
Yeah, because it shows that. Okay, yeah, so we're at B. Okay, good, good. We're at B. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to fix it. Sounds like it.
This one's even worse.
Oh, this is the bathroom that stinks. All right, I remember that. Okay, we were here. We were here before then. Okay. I I guess, honestly, at this point, we can just go exploring this whole place. I don't know if it would hurt to like, go in any particular direction at this point now. So, let's see what's going on over here. Can I climb this?
I think it's not running right now for some reason.
No, I cannot climb that. Okay.
I think it's not running right now for some reason.
Say that one more time, bro. Say it one more time.
I think it's not running right now for some
Oh my
reason.
god. No, no. Nobody told you to do skateboard tricks. What the hell?
I think it's not running right now for some reason.
The gears are there to fix it? Oh, you mean those gears. Oh, okay. I just wanted to go up there and see if there's any, like, items.
I think it's not running right now.
But it looks like they're going to make me slide on the rail unless I fix it, so... That's annoying.
That's right. Now, where's the rest of it?
How much is it? I see 2. I don't know if I missed any others. What? Oh! Oh, Lord! No. Does that go up here?
Looks like there's
There we
just
go.
one more part to find.
Something tells me it might be over here. Nope, our card is over here. Still good. Still valid. What about back here?
Ah, kids today.
Oh, okay. The frick? This kid's sus. Alright, alright. It's not there, so let's see. Oh no, I got stuck. Okay, fine. I would assume it would have to be around this area, or do you think that they would put this one, like, kind of far out? I walked right past it? Seriously? Where? Oh my god. I keep looking, like, everywhere on the map. Or, like, everywhere around me. And, like, I miss things. Yo, what's up, Tyga? You said I just passed
I think
it.
it's not running right now for some reason.
Shut up! Oh my... Oh, there it is. Frick. How did I miss that? What the hell? I was on some drugs. This game's amazing, and I don't talk about it all the time, at all. Like, I'm not annoying about it or anything.
Fun in that
I promise.
funicular. That pun is just one of the things I love about funiculars.
Oh yeah, looking cool as hell. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Hey, yo!
Funicular. Okay, the funicular is slow, but I think this guy is overstated.
Wait a minute. Is that one of her scavenger hunt items? Wow. Okay, so literally you can get them anywhere. Okay, I thought it was gonna only be in like the school or like, you know, that big building. But yeah, we just found an item outside of here. So apparently this is gonna be like a whole game bonanza type thing. I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool.
Well, I mean, in their defense, they're not called fasticulars.
Okay, we got a card. Sister. We got a sister.
Yoink.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, making some progress over here. This game has a big area to explore. I gotta say, that's really cool. I like that.
Hey, Frazee.
I can't believe Mom forgave you
Oh,
so
the psychic
easily.
girl thing.
Dion's being a total jerk to me.
What a newsflash. What else? Is the sky also blue?
Wow.
How long does the family plan to stay out here?
Just until the circus makes enough dough to pay for the trip home.
Hey, where's Sugar Cube?
You mean my beautiful tiny horse? The one you kidnapped? She's with friends. She asked that I not tell you her location.
No, she didn't.
Don't tell me about my horse, Pooter.
Wow.
Can we talk about you being psychic now?
Ugh, look, Raz.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
we played all
fair.
kinds of weird
You had so much
games when we
time
were
to finish
kids,
it.
But I'm not ready to break Mom and Dad's hearts like you did, okay?
Why don't you stay here with me?
Why don't you stay here with me?
And do what?
Join the intern program.
That sounds humiliating.
It is, but it builds character. I think.
I'll, consider it.
Aw. I actually wasn't expecting
Maybe
that.
I'll check the place out for a while. If we can win over Mom, that is.
Bye, Frazee.
Later, traitor.
Wait. Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna straight up leave.
Card!
Card! Money! Money? Cards! Ooh. Oh, I thought that was an item. What the hell? Alright, so there's gonna have to be something around here, right? There's gonna have to be something around this booty eye. Yo, what's up, Practice? Yep. We got another key.
Yep.
I think we're doing pretty good on the collecting side of things. Maybe. I might be missing very obvious things because I did walk past that gear like it wasn't there, so I don't know. How are you doing today? Okay. Ooh, yep, something's up there. I wanted to explore every single angle because you know this game be sus as hell sometimes.
Side challenge markers are like a hobby of mine.
Looks like that's it in this area. Did we check this? Yeah, I think we did. Alright, so that seems like that's it. So, we can head out of here. But I wanted to explore this way, because this way looks very intriguing. I wonder if this will help me get to all the other places I couldn't reach. Yo?
This titanium is fake.
Some ropes can be cut with Psyblast. Do I have Psyblast? Okay, apparently I'm gonna have to put Psyblast in a different place because I seem to keep needing telekinesis and Psyblast, and I don't seem to use the other thing too often, so might as well just do it like that. Ooh, there's a lot of moolah down there, though. Wait, is that moolah? No, I think it's just purple flowers.
Yep.
Okay, I'm using that dive thing a lot, but I don't know if I need to use it. Like, I might not need to use it in those situations, but I'm wondering.
I'll admit, the waterfall is pretty questionable.
You think? Alright. Doesn't look like... Yo? Oh my god, there's something on the house. Dang, I couldn't even see that down there. Alright, alright. Is that it? Yeah, they're just purple stuff. I thought it was, If you 100%, can you max every ability? Or do you have to pick and choose? See, that's one thing that I don't like about games that are like this because I don't know. My assumption would be that yes, right? Because that would make sense. If you actually put... What? Yeah, right. Okay, whatever. If you actually put in the effort... Yo, what's up, Mark Brandel? How you doing? If you actually put in the effort to find everything, you should be able to level everything max. And if you don't put in the effort, then you don't. To me, that makes sense, right? But some games aren't like that, and they won't tell you. But I highly doubt Psychonauts would be like that. Like, I feel... What? Didn't I just see people here? I swear to God, there were people here. I thought there was family members here before. I was gonna come over here after that, and now they're just gone? So yeah, this is where we gotta go to get the bee. But I'm gonna try to do as much as I can over in this area. Oh, here they are. My bad, I went to the wrong path. This is my dad?
Hi, son. Think I'm getting any better at this?
Just keep practicing.
That's it?
Clear your mind.
If it were any emptier, I'd pass out.
Press harder on your temples.
Really? I'm already getting a bit of a bruise there.
Focus on the hottest thing you can think of.
Wow,
Okay,
they just
then.
automatically said
I'm
that.
thinking of your mother.
Dad!
We're human beings, Rasputin.
Okay.
Dad, can I ask you about where we come from?
You mean Grulovia? That's a sad story, son.
Yes,
But there
that's
were
true.
some glory days back in the old country. The Aquatos were part of a very prestigious national circus there. We even performed for the Tsar and his family from time to time. But then that monster Maligula ruined everything.
Ruined my eye.
Actually, Maligula's not ancient history. Some of her followers are trying to bring her back to life.
What?
The Psychonauts think one
What?
of their delusionists have infiltrated the base as a mole.
Then be careful what you tell them, son. We're more connected to Maligula than you should say.
What's
What?
You're really taking to this psychic
Okay,
stuff.
let's change the topic
Like,
and then jump back
really
into
hard.
that.
Well, I guess I'm making up for lost time. Plus, it could be a fun father and son activity for us to do together, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for helping out back at summer camp.
Well, I could tell somehow you were in trouble. Probably because of our psychic connection. So, how is Lily? I couldn't help but notice when I was inside your mind
Dad!
that you had some uncertainty
Oh my
about the
God.
status of your relationship.
What's that?
Just tell her how you feel, son.
Tell us all how you feel, Raz.
I don't think Mom's on board with this psychic stuff.
Oh, she'll get used to it.
Why
Like
is she
did
even
with my
there?
model train hobby. Still so sad about how that elephant sat on my whole collection.
Dad, our circus doesn't have any elephants.
True. Not sure where that animal came from. I'll have to ask your mother.
Bro.
She's the one who saw it happen.
Or did she? What do you think of Devil's Fire Hose?
You know who else in the family is psychic, right?
Does it rhyme with Daisy?
Yes, and also with lazy.
Well,
Wow.
if that's true, then it's for her to tell us about
Oh yeah, I
some.
didn't even notice
Not you.
that. His eyes are pretty.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Wow.
I had that coming.
I love the
What do you
humor
think
in
of
this
the
game.
Devil's
It's
Fire
great.
Hose?
Oh, it's going to be a showstopper, I can tell. Your mother never disappoints, you know.
She disappoints
I just
me.
wish she'd let me add a little, razzle-dazzle. Oh, yes, like that.
What do you mean we're connected to Maligula?
She comes from the Galocchio family.
The family that cursed all of our family to die in water?
Son, she is the Galocchio who cursed our family to die in water. And it worked. My father drowned in the Valermo Dam disaster. But my mother, your Nona, survived. She escaped Grulovia and came here to get away from the curse.
I'll let you get back to practicing.
Yes. I think I'm almost there.
That was like a random cut into that, but okay. That's interesting backstory.
Did you see that?
Wasn't
could I
expecting
not?
that kind of.
Fire! A little bit.
A little. Mr. Aquato, you almost started a forest fire just then.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
I do.
Oh my god. I guess she's
You had
helping
me
him.
really scared.
Really?
Alright. So, let's see. There's still more stuff above that I can get. I don't remember how I got up there last time. I did something. No, stop skateboarding. Can I climb this? Yes, I can. Ah. Alright, this is a way to get up. Oh, this is... What? Oh my... Okay. Alright, Raz. Like, frick that. Learn how to jump, bro. What? Okay, why is he not ledge grabbing? Grab the ledge, bro. You can do this. I got you. That did not help in any way, shape, or form, and it hurt me more. I'm so mad at you, Raz. Please stop. Please. You got this, bro. Please. No, where are you going, bro? He's trolling. He's trolling. It's alright, though. Stop. What is making him... I can't figure out how to make him go in a certain direction.
Man!
Ah, man! Ah, man! What am I missing here? How am I missing this? No one saw that. Didn't happen. Shut up. Alright, okay, what if I turn the camera? I can see why you're missing. Maybe. Dude, I can't even get him to get off.
Got a side card.
Now I do it just... Okay, frick this. Frick you and your ball. Alright? Alright, so that's one thing. Is there anything else I can see up and above? Yeah, I did almost just die trying to get that. Sag, very. Oh yeah, I remember this. I think we went this way. Yo? Oh, there's a card right there. Bro, I keep forgetting that you can't reopen it.
I'll take that card.
I just... Okay, bro.
Watch it.
Dude, I keep trying to not get hurt, and I just keep hurting myself. Yo. I really need some health. Maybe I do need those lollipops. I keep diving because I think it's going to help, and it does not help. Is there any way to go this way? No. So I have to go this way. Let me go this way again just to see what is over here. If I got everything. I know we went over here, but we don't know what that machine does yet, so that's not going to give us anything new. Is there any other way we can go? It looks like we can go that way. But can I reach that? Never mind! Oh my, okay, I'm just gonna stop. Okay. Frick that for now. I actually don't know if there's anything even over here. Is there? Oh, I forgot there's a ladder right here as well. That's probably how you're supposed to get over there. You're supposed to probably do it this way or something. It's up there, though. Welp! Better you than me. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. Did you all see that? I see a bunch of cards. Is that what I see? Bro, climb up the thing. Stop trolling. I swear he's always trolling on those poles. What is that? Bro? How do I get over here? Actually, oh! I did not see that. Wow. Okay. Hey, yo. Okay, I can ride that down, but I don't want to do that just yet. I want to... Ooh, how did I miss that? Wow. So I was seeing both of them kind of like together. All right, I can go back to get that at least. Did I? Oh, I actually somehow cheated it. Okay, fine. Works. No, no, my eye. Not my eye. Not my left nut. That's my... No. Here we go.
Whee! Here we go.
Can I cheat? Is there any faster way? Oh, part of me is like, is there anything on that ledge? But it looks like it's just a dead end.
Funicular.
I think we're doing pretty good with collecting stuff. I think I have so much stuff that I really should upgrade something. At this point, I probably would be okay if I just upgraded this, because I have 6 right now, so I still have a good bit to work with. But if I upgrade this, I'm getting so much closer to Dark Thoughts, which I think is really important. So, frick it, we're just gonna do that. Because then I can use that as an attack, so I don't have to rely as much on, like, these other things for attacks, and I can just use them when I need them. Okay. So where was it? Whoa! Almost missed, bro.
Can't leave this card lying around.
7 more. Dang. Not sure where we're gonna find that. Feel like I've looked so, like, almost everywhere so far, but maybe there's some spots I missed. Oh, I think I could land on my ball and I won't take fall damage. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Huh. Maybe that is the strat. I wasn't sure. Landing on your balls is not good. It's like a little playground. The frick? Alright. Wow, they don't even have any bounce. Boring. See, I still didn't find that brother. Where the hell did that brother go? Dang. That little brother dude. Like, he ran somewhere and I just have not seen him since. I think it was like, he was like over here. I mean, I think we got a lot just now. Oh yeah, he was over here. Okay, he was over here and then he went... Will it let me cheat? Like, put it on there? Dang, why did it throw it so far away? Okay, I guess it won't let me cheat.
There we go.
Oh. Yes, it will. Interesting. I had to do that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they showed the brother going over here or something. Look, now we finally need that again, of course, when I took it off. Alright, Is it just money every time? Seems like a lot of the times it's just money. There's nothing wrong with that, though, because that's actually really helpful to us. It's just, I was expecting a little something else, you know? Okay, I do not see where that brother went. What the hell? He went in this direction, but there's nothing here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see. I see. Ooh. I also see. What is that? Wait a minute. No, that is him. That is him. Okay. And I can't go here. It's a slide. So... that is not where you moved last time, bro. Alright. Alright, how do I get up to that string? Is it? Oh, okay, never mind. My memory just sucks. That's fine.
There better be a real Yeti in here or I want my money back.
Wow. Dang, this place is so big. I didn't even know there was a place I didn't go in yet. Like, I know I can light these on fire, but I don't know if they're if I get anything for it. Let's just try. Let's see. Oh, it makes that. Oh, wait a minute. This might actually be helpful in some of the other places I've seen that. Okay, okay, I forgot it did that. That actually is helpful. Incredibly. Is there anything up here for me to grab? I thought there was something up here. There's... oh! Hey!
Whoa. The expiration date on this thing is the year I was born.
Okay, so I do need to be turning the fire on. Noted. Did I miss anything else? Looks like I did not. That's kind of creepy though, but you know. Okay.
Psychonauts. Yep.
Dang, we collecting a lot up in here. We're doing pretty good, I think. Can I get past this? Like, is it one of these things?
Yeah. That's for inciting violence between cryptids. Ooh.
It is one of these things.
Hey, what's back here?
That's kind of messed up, but okay. Yeah, probably not. See, that's why I stopped here last time, because I knew that when I come back, I'm gonna be like...
Hello, side challenge marker.
I knew that when I came back, I'm gonna be exploring this area for like a long time. Like, there's no way in hell I wasn't gonna like go and explore this whole place. I was hoping that maybe there'd be some story attached to it, but it looks like that's not the case. Well, there is a little bit with the family, I guess. Technically, I'm still doing stuff with the family, and that's progressing that storyline. Okay, so I really have to make sure I'm using all of my psychic abilities when, at the right times, because I'm missing stuff because I'm not doing that.
Questionable area went out of business.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep you there for a second because I wanna see if there's anything in this area before it like makes me not be here for some reason.
That supply chest is full of Psytanium, but my psi pouch isn't big enough to hold it. I should get a bigger pouch at the automatic.
Oh, come on! Really? Frick! Well, I'm gonna have to come back here. Rip. I have that much money on me? Where do I see that? Dang, I do. I honestly, I should probably go back and buy stuff. It's just like kind of annoying to have to go all the way back there for that.
What are you listening to?
Some local radio station. I have no idea where it's coming from, but I love it.
Oh, can I listen to it with you?
No.
Okay, down. Down. Wait a minute, where was that slide at? Where did that slide come from? Wasn't there like a slide area? Okay, so it actually won't work on items that you can't do it with. Okay, alright. That's actually intriguing.
Please. Nessie would totally win because Nessie is real.
There's nothing I missed in here, right? Looks like. Okay, there's another path somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But now I'm kind of curious because I know I did leave a lot of fire in places. So, like, I could probably backtrack and find some stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that is exactly where he went. Somewhere here that allows me to go into that area. That hole wasn't there before, I'm pretty sure. Alright? Was this hole here before? If it was and I was drunk, I'm so sorry, but I swear to God it wasn't. I can't do anything with it though. What? Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, frick. Can I do this? No, it turns me into a sliding animation no matter what. Ah. What am I missing? How do I get over there? Is there another hole somewhere? Another pathway for me to sneak up to? I think this is an invisible wall. Yep, invisible wall. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. Makes me think I have to be missing something in that other area because I feel like it would lead to here, wouldn't it? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Not sure. It showed him going in this direction, so maybe he's like over here? Psychonauts. Psychonauts. Oh! Oh! Anything over here? Oh, wait a minute. I saw that something was on that house. So, yes, there is something over there. No, my balls! Okay, hold up. Can I manipulate some of this to get on top? Dang it, that did not work. Come on, you got this! Or maybe you don't got this. Maybe this isn't the right way. Wait a minute, maybe there's gonna be a way to slow time, like slow objects down, so I can use that to get up. Maybe that's gonna be one of the abilities you get later on. Cause like, I can't get on that like the way it's going right now. I'm trying to see if I can cheat though, like maybe I can cheat. Can I not sit on this fence? Dang it, it's not a surface they'll let me sit on. Maybe I can find some fire to use. There's no fire near here, is there? Okay, I might go back to where that dad was and see if I can light that. Where was that, though? Yeah, it might be something to do with that, honestly. I'll probably be able to access it later on. Whew. Man, this game really gets you thinking. There's a lot of ways that things can go.
Did you see that?
How could I not?
It caught fire!
A little. Mr. Aquato, you almost started a forest fire just then.
This doesn't look like anything I haven't seen before.
I do. You had me really scared.
Really? Well, I promise to be careful. Let's see if I can do that again.
Why do you hate Norma? Is there like nothing new for me to access with that fire? It just makes it easier to get up here. And I was just doing it the slow way every time? Okay. The hell? I did not. Homie boy groaning. Yo? No! Dang it, I was trying to get up to that. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, so there is a reason for these poles. I didn't see this before. I swear to God, bro. Why do you jump off the wrong direction? How do I make you do what I want you to do? Oh, it looks like you have to hit the opposite direction for it to work. That's weird. It's not intuitive to me. Does this bring me down? I did not just miss it. Come on, bro. Just like Super Mario 64. How do I get to this one? Can I slide up? Oh, you can. No! Oh my God, I thought I was about to fall back down. I was about to slap some hoes. Okay, there we go. All right, actually, could I? No, I don't think I can make that. Okay. How do I get over to those? I'm not sure. Is there fire around here? Oh, there's something over there too. I might be able to get this. Never mind, I lied. Never mind, I lied. Okay. Can I climb on some of this? You good, squirrel? Looks like you're kind of... Oh, you're digging. Okay, I thought it was glitched. Okay, never mind. Oh, here's some poles. Okay, I see. I see. Bro. Bro. What the hell? Okay, so we're here. Can I still don't know how to get over there. There might be some poles over there. Looks like, I don't know if there's anything up there, but I feel like there has to be. I also see that this looks like I could maybe go into it. This right here? Could this be what leads out to? No, 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 it's a dead end. Yeah, it's dead end. Alright, let's look around here for a sec. Maybe I can use this to my advantage? Can I climb this? Oh, come on, you can't grab the string. I was able to climb this before. Now that this is here, I can't climb. Climb! I can't. Okay, you can't use any of those. All right, frick. Okay, let's check over here then. Okay, I see this, but there's nothing it's connected to that I notice. Can I climb up this or... Oh, no. Yeah, that's an invisible wall. Okay. But this pathway isn't. It makes me think there's something over here, right? Alright. Maybe. Or is it just a random path? It looks like it's just a random path. But it brings me right over here to my parent. Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Together.
Ah. I see. I see. Nobody saw that. Didn't happen. Don't know what you're on about. Lies.
You're back, girl.
Deceit. Yeah. Oh no, there's another one of those. It's probably gonna be the same crap. I need to go back to the thing and buy some stuff. I can probably buy like so much crap right now. I wanted to see though if I can get over here. Okay, I can. Yeah. Alright, so this is how you do this. Alright, cool. What else is here? Really? Nothing's here? And this takes me down. What? Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. This looks like I can access it, right? Ooh. Oh no, another one of these weird
I don't like
things.
the sound of this thing. Is it a bomb?
Okay, so we found 2 of these things here now. That's weird. I wonder what that's gonna be about. There's literally nothing else there but that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let me see. Is there another direction I didn't go in? What the hell? It looks like there isn't. Wait a minute. This probably won't work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Never mind, it did not work. It did not work. Noted. Noted. Okay. Whoa, calm down, bro. All right, hold on. We're gonna take a quick little break and go upgrade ourselves. As soon as I remember where that is. I think it's like, Wow, I got stuck on a string. Did we go this way? What's this? Oh, I don't think we went this way. Did we? No. I do not think we did. And if we did, we missed some booty eye. You know, maybe I did come this way and just don't remember, but what I don't understand is how to get that item. I need a way to get up there. And this isn't gonna help. Oh! Oh, that looked like that was about to work. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I can use, like, the momentum from this. No, I pawed. Dude, that was actually kind of close. Yo, what's up, Migo? How you doing? Oh, oh my God. Dude. I had no idea you could use these. Oh my God, I can't see. No, you eye. Oh, no worries, Migo. Hopefully you're doing well. No, come on, bro. Stop. Okay, I have to hit the opposite direction. So that means I want to go this way. And, oh my God, if you do that one more time, Raz, I'm about to slap your cock. What? Why? Why did you just fall off, bro? Okay. Turn the other way. There we go. That, I do not like the pole mechanic. It doesn't work for my brain. Like, my brain completely registers that the wrong way. I don't know why. But yeah, we just chilling. This game is so fun, though. I feel like I can just waste hours in this game. And I wouldn't even notice I'm wasting hours. Okay, now where does this take me? If I've been here before, then I would recognize where this takes me, so. Did y'all hear that? Oh! Oh! I remember now. So I just straight up missed that. Okay, got you. Got you. Alright. Oh, it's way better than the first. 100, hands down, way better than the first. Uh-oh, uh-oh! Okay. So I have to go back all the way like this? Okay, so they probably want you to use those teleport things, right? They probably want you to do that. Alright, I'm gonna have to start using those teleport things a bit more. Because I would really not want to have to do this every time just to get back over there. But yeah, this is way better than the first game. The first game is incredible. This game just adds on to it in a better, even better way. Yes, I'm gonna hope I can teleport so I don't have to go all the way around. Yeah, there we go. There's a teleport thing. Alright, how do I get back in? Alright. Alright, so we're getting back in so that I can buy some stuff.
Thanks for meeting me down here. Away from prying eyes.
This is the lobby?
Nobody comes down here.
There's some weird kid right over there.
So what? He's not gonna tell your husband anything.
Scanning access.
Okay, we're not gonna question that. We're just gonna leave that alone. Yo, Dr. Nefarious Handsome. Nice name. No, Nefariously Handsome. Nice name. Those things will revolutionize transport. Yeah, see, the transportation in the first game was average. These look like they're actually gonna be decent, so I actually have to make myself do it. I have to, like, use them, because they're, like, everywhere, and I just, like, don't use them. Because I want to be able to upgrade my stuff, but I don't want to, I want to still go back and explore that area. And if I recall correctly, I think I have to come back here to do that.
Not card miser.
To upgrade
Combine
anything.
Your cards with us. Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Welcome back. Alright, so let's look at our items. So we can upgrade this. Oh no, this is what we want. Oh my god, that'll take almost all of it.
Just what I was going to recommend.
Dang, dude. I actually do think I should take some of these.
Good selection.
Because I do seem to run out. I do seem to run out of health, so if I can have more of that, that would help. And yeah, I spent too much money, so now I have no pins. So I don't have enough for
I don't think I need
pins.
any more gadgets right now.
Good, because I would never trust one to someone so young, of course.
All right, now where is one of those things? Can I
Psi
go?
cards piling up. Turn them into Psi challenge markers with a Psi core from the automatic.
Scanning.
Oh wait, there's one there. Oh okay. Oh frick. Okay. There was once outside of this building, so I'm gonna try to use this one to get back to where I was. I want to explore that area more. You need healing? Just don't die, duh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I literally bought everything but healing. Been fasting for the last 3 days, not going too bad. Oh, nice. I honestly have been eating so poorly lately, so like I gotta like restart my weight loss goals again. But I'm trying not to make it too big of a deal. I can always get back on track. So hearing other people working on their goals, that's encouraging. Okay, so that's how we get back and forth like that. Okay, so when I get a lot of those whatchamacallits, I'm gonna keep that in mind. So where I do want to do is go back over here, light this up again, and get these containers that I had to lose out on because I didn't have enough room. Oh, so what are you doing it for? Oh, it's a religious thing. Okay, I got you. Where was that other one now? I can't remember. I think it was over here with my brother, where the brother was that one time. Can I cheat and get to it in another way is what I'm trying to figure out. No! Wait, did he just curse? I didn't remember if he cursed or not. Hey, I like the cheat games. It's fun. It's interesting. I highly doubt that's the way they wanted me to get that. Oh, I thought he cursed. I was about to say. I don't remember him cursing. Alright. So we got those. I remember we couldn't get those last time, so now we have a good bit of money again, but we also have a cap of 5K now, which is way better than before. Still don't know how to get to that. Oops. I knew it. I just wasn't sure if it would mean anything. Does it mean anything? It just gives me health and items. He's basically like me, where I don't curse really, but lately I haven't been caring as much. Not to say that I have been, but it's like if I do say something, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna be like, ah! You know. Okay, I don't remember if I missed any. Let's see. Let's see how we're doing. All right, so we're here. We almost have all of the challenge cards. We have one more supply chest, and we have more side challenge markers. Really? Really? Where? Where are all those? Interesting. Because I'm assuming going into that other forest part is a whole new area altogether, so... Where did I miss another chest? We can check over here.
Am I doing the pose right?
I'm trying to place my fingers on my temple like my son does, but...
Ha! He should be the one imitating you, sir.
Oh, no.
I don't want to hurt any feelings here.
Oh, you know what? I should probably go back over that way. I feel like there has to be more for me to explore this way.
Yep. Watch it.
There's no way for me to not get hurt like that.
There we go.
Like, I was trying to, like, help my fall damage.
In their defense, they're not called fasting moves.
Ah!
Whee! Here we go.
Yeah, this is so much fun. Wow. Incredible.
Funicular.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I did look over here pretty well, didn't I? Maybe I can talk to the sister more.
Hey, Frazee.
I can't believe Mom forgave you so easily.
Bye, Frazee.
Later, traitor.
Oh, okay. Guess not. Guess we're not doing that. And there's nothing else over here, I'm pretty sure. And then we check this whole area pretty thoroughly. I don't know. Some games just let you do that. Because, like, how you gonna know if you've had all your conversation or not if you don't try, you know? It's a way to encourage you to try.
Yep.
Alright, is there anything I can do over here that might be intriguing? Like, maybe I can jump on one of these wood things. Like, I don't know if that's realistic, but maybe I can do that. Oh my god, wrong timing. Could I do that, or is that bullcrap? I don't know. I might try it, though. Never mind! Oh, Lord! Oh, God! Oh, my balls. Oh, my balls. Okay, okay, that did not work out as planned. I don't think that I'm supposed to do that. Okay, good to know. Alright, okay, so I actually did do everything over here. Okay, from what I see so far, I don't see what else I could have possibly missed in this area. Maybe there was a case that I skipped from when I explored this area before and I just don't remember. It looked like I went through it. Like, maybe I just did it wrong. I don't know. Okay, that did not work. Okay.
Am I doing the pose right?
Anything over here? This way?
Like my son does, but...
Ha! He should be the one imitating you, sir.
Who's up? Okay, here it is. Like, I know there's a pathway. Whoa! What the? What the? Okay, bro. What the hell?
The pose right? I'm trying to place my fingers on my
Let's just go over here from the beginning.
Ha! He should be the one imitating you, sir.
We just check to make sure there isn't anything over here I can do. I think that is just that weird machine, isn't it? Yeah, that's just one of the weird machines.
I'd better not mess with it.
Worth. Or was it? Oh, is this like another pathway to do it? Oh, I think I found this last time. Like, it's supposed to be an easier way to go to that area or something like that. And I just wasn't using it. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I missed anything here. Let's try going this way again. Maybe there's something over here. Dang it! Why is this so hard? Is there another, like, freaking fireplace? Please, please, bro. I think we went up on all these places, though. I really do. I think that I might not... I don't think going higher up is the answer right now. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the answer. Uh-oh. Okay, we already explored this. We can try this again? Yeah, I'm not seeing what else I'm missing right now that's in the air. I think I may have gotten everything in the air, but I could be wrong about that.
What was I doing out here again? Oh, right. Compton needs a bee from the Forgetful Forest.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can do. I don't know if I can reach that just yet.
Oh. Yep.
Is there any other pathway I can take to get anywhere else from here? Aside from when I broke this, I don't think so. Really? You're not giving me anything, game? Where the hell did that brother go? Like, where did that little brother go? I swear to God, he went down here and he's just gone. How do they keep doing this? Like, didn't he drop down here? I swear he dropped down here, so I don't know if I have to figure out how to get to this or what. But I don't know where that is. Unfortunately. Dang. Alright, well, I feel like I explored as much as I possibly can for now. I don't see where else I could go that I haven't been already. So I can maybe try to, like, specifically look for where the brother is? I don't know. I still forgot to get rid of that. Maybe doing this will be useful to me. We'll see. Does this just give me money and stuff? Looks like it just gives me money. Yeah, looks like it just gives me moolah. I really thought this path was gonna mean something, but it seems like it doesn't. Alright, can't go in this either. Alright, let's see, I have no idea where to go to look for that brother. I know he dropped down here, so something makes me think he's over here somewhere, but I checked everything around here, I thought. Like, what could I possibly be missing? Dang, that deer is all up on me. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Even when I climb up high, I don't see where that brother went. I don't know if I'm missing something obvious or if it's not so obvious. I did think I saw a ledge over there that I didn't get, so I might try to do that again. Or we can just give up and go to the forest. I don't know, because, like, it's hard to know in this game if I'm able to even get everything, you know? I might not even be able to get everything right now.
There we go. Now, I mean, in their defense, they're not called fasting brothers.
But I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know.
Here we go.
If I can get anything else. I might not be able to, or I might be able to. Who frick knows? Yeah, I don't know why he keeps saying that crap when he's over here. I could just go to that other forest, though, and just be like, I'll come back here later. I just wanted to get everything I can!
Yep.
I think there's like a little ledge down here. I might be BSing, but I thought I saw like a little ledge. Is there not? Was I just seeing flowers again? I might have just been seeing flowers. Dang it. These flowers make me think there's money. I feel like there has to be something with this area. Like, there has to be something, right? Maybe? Like, maybe I messed up getting on the logs?
I find all these facts questionable.
Like, this can't be coincidence, right? Wow. Oh my god. Homie bro got slapped. Okay. Hold up. We might be able to do this. I have to just go faster. Okay, that is not the solution. All right. Okay. Well, we figured that out. we gave that a shot. I just randomly die from doing that, looks like. All right. Sure. Sure, Jan. Alrighty. Yep, I don't know. I don't know where that brother is. I don't know. I tried, bro. I tried. Maybe I can talk to more people.
Psychic flourishes.
Hey, Dion.
Mm-hmm.
You sure look like you could use some help.
You look like you could use a tailor.
Wow.
You sure you're using the right knots on those support ropes?
I don't know. Why don't you come a little closer so I can practice my knots on you?
Bye, Dion.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was a really weird cut. Whoa! Wait a minute, wait a minute. Did I get up here at any point in time?
Whoops.
She didn't yell at me like she did last time. But I can't get through that door. I was wondering if I could, like, get through that door and just get in here.
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it. Yep.
Okay, I was trying to see if there's, like, anything up there. It looks like there isn't. Okay, alright. There is stuff here. Like, you see that? Like, that's workable. Like, there's something going on here.
Welcome to the questionable area, where the only answer is more questions? What's with all the question marks?
Yo, what's up, Flower Heart? I'm open to talking about anything. I'm always open to talking about stuff. If you're talking about, like, lore and stuff, I don't mind hearing lore. I love the first game a lot, but, like, I'm not always big into lore when I play games. I'm more gameplay focused, but I'm always happy to hear from people who are more focused on that type of stuff. Okay, that did not work. Okay. There's gotta be a way for me to get up here because I see something. Oh, like, I don't know exactly what you're referring to then, but yeah, sure. Okay, let's see. Can I shoot that? Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. So what does that do for me? Like, it seems like it's making a path up there, but how do I get up? Huh? Yeah, I don't know about any other Rasputin, so... The lover of the Russian queen.
Ooh, Pooty.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. There has to be a way for me to get up here, right? He asked a question about the strings, so it makes me think that something is not secure with them. But at the same time... There was a cat that really was gone. Dude, what is preventing me from climbing up these? I don't understand. There has to be... I have to be missing something, right?
Waste of time.
See, the only way I can see me getting up here is by using this, but it wasn't letting me ledge grab it, so I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong. There we go. There we go, okay. But that's only one part of the issue, I think. Because, like...
Yep.
How do I, Dang it. That is not what I need. That is not what I needed. Okay, I don't think this is gonna help. Okay, so we can move that thing. But what good does that do me? What if I move it back?
We'll take care of ya once you see the questionable area.
I don't know. I don't know. Frick.
Stacked high like cords of wood. One word scribes 'em, that word's
To me, that seems way more useful than the other direction. It's just that, like, why is it more useful? How do I take advantage of it?
Welcome to the questionable area, where the only answer is more questions. What's with all the question marks?
That's a great question, bro. But I do not have the answer. Huh. Alright, so whatever puzzle that is, I haven't figured that one out. I can't figure that one out just yet. And yeah, I did try to cheat this. It doesn't look like it will let me. Alright. Okay, so part of me just wants to figure out where that brother is, but I still have no idea where the hell he could have went. That I haven't explored already, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just like, I don't know if this I have important Psychonauts business, but I guess, oh, it's just the same thing. Ask me anything about lore, by the way. Why is QP freaking hard to find? That's what I need to know, and just kidding, that's not lore.
Am I doing the pose right? I'm trying to place my fingers on my temple like my son does, but...
Huh. He should be the one imitating you, sir.
Anything in these toilets, or is it just the same crap? It's the same crap, okay. No, bro. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's one. Oh, and there's a... Wait, I thought I went into both of these. What the hell? I didn't? Huh. Nothing else? I mean, honestly, that's a fair answer. Okay, so we got one of those, Wait, I thought that was a side challenge marker. It's not? Is that not what that means? Oh, frick, never mind. We do have one card left. We do have one card left.
Here we go. The airplane rides. Alley-oop.
Wait, what?
Here we go. The airplane rides.
Wait.
Alley-oop.
Why? I can't pick them up. Why is it even letting me do that?
Airplane rides.
What the frick? Wait a minute.
Alley-oop. Here we go. The airplane rides. Alley-oop.
I'm assuming I can't do anything with this. I thought maybe I can make it go in the hole or something.
Here we go. The airplane rides. Alley-oop.
Ah! What?
Am I doing the pose right? I'm trying to place my fingers on my temple like my son does, but...
Huh. He should be the one imitating you, sir.
Oh, no.
Should I just go back here now? I don't know what else I can do in that area. I really can't find anything. It's actually frustrating.
crazy? I know it's you. I'm not stupid.
Ah, crud, it's you. I thought I finally caught a critter.
Why are you hunting? Aren't they feeding you?
I'm interning with Compton Bull. He sent me out here to catch him some animals.
I really don't know if you should be bringing animals to Agent Bull. His grandson is a friend of mine, but that family can be a little bit rough on animals.
Oh? And you've never psi-blasted a squirrel, nature boy? That's what I thought.
Wow.
Anyway, it's no use. I'd have to go deeper into the Forgetful Forest for any really good animals, and there's no way I'm going in there.
Why? Telekinetic bears?
Has nobody told you? About the Green Needle Witch who haunts these woods? Her mother was a banshee, and her father was a porcupine.
Let me guess. She hates children and kills them on sight.
No, she loves children. She follows them through the forest, and when she catches them, she gives them a big hug.
That doesn't sound so...
Impaling them on her needles, filling them with holes.
Okay, if you could just let me down now.
Children beware. She's there. She's there. The Green Needle Witch has waited. She wants a hug. Don't dare. Don't dare. Or soon you'll be perforated.
The hell?
I'm getting a strong psychic sense that Lizzie and Norma are sisters. Sibling detection is one of the less celebrated tools in the Psychonauts playbook. The kind they don't give badges for.
Okay, so is this a whole new area? Oh, it's actually not saying it is? Is it? It's not. Oh, it's actually not saying it is. So the stuff I was looking for could be here. Maybe. Okay, potentially, probably, particularly. Or, like, there's just nothing here, and I just have to be here for the story. It could be that, too. But I'm gonna try to explore as much as I can to figure that one out. I felt like this was pointless. Why was that a thing? I don't understand. That felt pointless.
Looks like a great place to get those bees for Compton.
Yes, we can do that, but are there any other things in here?
These woods sure are disorienting.
Is there nothing else for me? Wait.
Wait a second. What am I doing out here again?
Wait a minute. That takes
Wonder
me
what's
out?
back here.
What?
Yep.
That makes no sense. What the hell? Okay, so the only thing I'm supposed to be in here for is the bees. That's basically what they're trying to tell me. How do I... Oh.
Okay.
Never mind.
I'm just gonna take one of you on a little trip to see an old friend. Swipe. Ooh, I got 3. Even better.
How is he just not getting attacked by them?
Not so fast. Lizzie?
Sus.
Ow! Hey, that's sharp.
Oh my god.
Lizzie? Nope.
Are you serious? What the hell?
Dang it, Pooter. I just got that thing set again.
The Green Needle Witch!
Where?
That way! That way!
Ugh, you poor city kid. Do yourself a favor and stay indoors where it's safe.
Phew. Okay. Better get these bees back to Compton so we can find his friend. And so I can get that senior league pass.
Okay, we just did a lot right then. Dang, okay, so should I just give up on this place or what?
Rose, right?
Maybe for now. I don't remember where the quarry is. The quarry or whatever. Oh, here it is. I wanna... What did I miss here? What? There's a brain, right? I'm supposed to be getting a brain? I have the bees, so I can go back to that other dude. What am I missing here?
How's it going?
All clear in this area, if that's what you're asking.
Maybe. This? Wait, what? What does it say? If anyone's going to have a spare brain around, it would be Otto Mentalis. He did say I should stop by his lab in the quarry. I'm in the quarry. This is the quarry. Where did those go? What the hell?
This is not our usual spot. I thought Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
This might be a good place to stop then for now.
1, 2, 3. All again. What? Weird.
Oh. One out of 4? Jesus, what is this? Oh, there's some stuff over there too. Okay, these areas are way bigger than I realized. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna chill here. We have the bees, right? So we have the bees, so we can do that. But I do want to try and get as much as I can of everything else before I do any, like, before I go and do one side of it, you know? So, I think that's what I'm gonna, I think we're just chill here this time. Ooh, I see something down there. I see something down there. Okay, so the quarry is this huge area. So that's why... Ooh. Hey, yo. That's why it's not as simple as I think. So. But yeah, sorry. I did forget you had some pops. You had some popsicles, so. Plansicles. Ah! Wait, how do I get... That was weird, but okay. Alright, so yes, this game, the areas in this game are way bigger than they seem. So exploring could be a very, very hefty task. And not as simple as I was thinking it would be. So with that in mind, I'm best to stop where I am now and then catch back up and figure out what to do from there. But yeah, honestly, we made a lot of progress. We got some of the scavenger things. We did search for that Queepee multiple times, but he somehow disappeared from everywhere. And when it comes to this, we have... I didn't do this yet. This is attached to getting the bees. So we go get the bees, then we go back to that guy, and then he gives us the Senior League membership card, and then we have access to that bowling alley. And then for the mail clerk, we're looking to get a spare brain, so I'm going to be exploring this area anyway, so I think I'll just do that. And then when I find that brain, then I can try to come back and maybe see what the barber's like. I don't want to do all of it at once. I want to make sure that I'm not over doing any one section so that I don't miss anything. But yeah, this area is big as hell, so looks like, oh man, look at all that over there. Jeez. Yeah, so like there's a lot that I probably am missing from this area. Oh, that's the lab, I think. Oh, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna be good for now. What only thing I might do... Nah, I don't think there's anything to buy. I don't think there's even anything worth buying. Let me see though. How... Oh yeah, we have nothing here. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. We definitely need to explore this area. I was exploring this area more than I explored the areas I already have unlocked. And we still don't even have everything in this main area. But yeah, there's so much to do in this game. But I do want to try to 100% it, so I'm going to try my best.
Yeah, I see him. I think he's just one of the new interns.
But yeah, how do I make it save again? I think I can just, like, go in here and then come back out. And it'll save. There we go. Alright, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today. My back is hurting for some reason, and Whip has some plans. So, guess that's where we're gonna stop, folks. Let me see, though, because I think I had... Oh, I didn't have anything open? Alright, I thought I had something open for, see. But yeah, I'm gonna be continuing this game every Sunday, so if you've been lurking or hanging out, feel free to drop a follow and you can catch me when I play this game again next Sunday.